We made a movie at Columbia Pictures called Used Cars. If you haven't seen it, put it on your rental queue.
It's good.
It's great.
It is. It is.
And then after you watch the movie, watch it with a commentary track on, because it's Zemeckis, Kurt Russell, and me. We reached critical mass that day. It's a pretty great commentary track, if I do say so myself. And even though the movie didn't do very well, Frank Price, who ran Columbia, he really liked the movie a lot. And he said, when you guys have your next idea, I want to hear it. Come and tell it to me. So Bob and I had always been trying to figure out a time travel movie. We had never been able to figure one out. While I was doing some promotion for Used Cars, I went back to St. Louis to promote the opening of it in St. Louis, and I was digging around in my parents' basement. I found my father's high school yearbook. I went to the same high school that my father did, so that's pretty crazy, boring, whatever you want to think about it. Whatever. At any rate.
You're Marty.
I discovered that my father was the president of his graduating class. And here's a picture of my old man looking very straight and dignified, as people did in the class of 1940. And I'm looking at him and thinking, geez, the president of my graduating class was an asshole. If I had gone to high school with my dad, was he one of these rah-rah school spirit kind of guys I couldn't stand? Would I have been friends with my dad if I had gone to high school with him? And boom, that was, a light bulb went off. So there's that time travel movie that we've been trying to figure out. So when I came back to California, I tell this to Bob, and he immediately jumps up and says, that's great. And what if your mom went to the same high school and she was like the school slut? And we just started cooking on this idea. So that's where the idea came from. So we worked on it for a few weeks to get into shape where we could go in and tell it to Frank Price at Columbia. I swear to God, this was the easiest pitch meeting we ever had. Frank got the idea like in 3 minutes. And we had all this kind of detail and stuff that we were going to tell to make the story interesting. And Bob wanted to keep going on. He kept going, stop, he's buying it. So Frank said, done, let's make a deal. We made this deal in September of 1980, Back to the Future. We wrote first draft February '81, second draft March '81.